Hey guys, so I'm aware that lots of people know about this show already, but I just want to share my review on Erased, even though it came out in 2016. The reason was because I recently just watched this show, and let me say, I've seen plenty of other animes, but this one I took to heart. This would be one of my many reviews, hopefully, and again, I chose Erased because I recently saw it compared to the other shows I have seen over the years. And I'll try my best not to spoil it, but most likely it won't happen. To get started, let me break down this video, which would consist of summary, the review itself, and probably one of the most important aspects in my opinion, the anime opening. Is it a jammy? We'll see in the end. So Erased is essentially about a 29-year-old pizza delivery man, Satoru Fujima, a failed manga artist who lives a pretty quiet life, except the times when he experiences a power he calls revival, in which he is randomly brought back in time in order to prevent any accidents or dangerous events happening around him. One day, a certain event happens, and he is brought back to his middle school days in order to prevent a mass murder from happening in his hometown. And the start of this murder begins with Kayo Hinazuki, an outcast classmate that no one really knows about, except one day she disappears, and a mass of murders start to appear out of nowhere. Before, Satoru knew he could have saved Kayo, but now he is determined to save her from disappearing, and by accomplishing that, he'll become her friend. There are many unknown things about Kaio, and while learning about that learns about her abusive household. And from this, really, the plot begins of Satoru's journey saving Kaio, along with many other characters such as Satoru's friends, his mother, and Ari, but only when he's in the present. So that's basically the gist of the show, and I'm gonna get into the review really. For this show, I just have to say, it has really good writing. The soundtrack matches the moments happening in the episodes. Characters are really likable. At moments, you feel heaps of joy, and at times, just sadness, making the writing just top tier. Even when he goes back in time, as you see right now, it feels more. There's black outlines at the top and bottom of the screen, so the entire journey is more like a movie than a show. Having many different themes, but mainly trust and courage playing a huge role throughout Satoru's journey. There's a balance of funny, sad, and heart-hold moments that just make this anime a top-tier show. With each episode leaving your jaw hanging and anticipation for the next, I highly recommend this anime, giving it a 9 out of 10 on the cheese scale, if I were to scale it, because it's just a beautiful story with a well-respected ending. And if you have friends that spoil the show, just don't speak to them about it, because this show, I feel that you have to go in without knowing anything, what's going on, except the plot, of course, because it ruins the whole intense journey. And I'm glad being able to watch this in 2021, even though it came out in 2016. It really gives you Steins Gate vibes, since the two are somewhat similar. So if you really like Steins Gate, I highly recommend this one as well. Just moments and times when just watching this show, it really leaves you empty, but at the same time full, I guess. I'm not sure how to explain that any further, but yeah, just really watch this show. I highly recommend it. You might ask, why am I only giving it a 9 out of 10 if it's such a really great show? A 9 out of 10 is because there's one little itsy bitsy part in the ending that I really cannot say, that like I personally don't like. You might like it, but I didn't. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. As for the review. Now for the real question, is the opening a jammy? For the opening, Asian Kung Fu Generation is the artist. And let me just say, the opening is immaculate. There's moments that the beats sink in with what's going on in the opening, and it's just beautiful. I'm aware Asian Kung Fu Generation has many other songs appearing as anime openings, but if you never listen to Erase's opening, you are really missing out, even if you don't like the show or if you do. Be aware I do not speak Japanese, I just enjoy the vibes openings give, just like many other non Japanese speakers. So, this, in my opinion, Erase's opening would have to be an absolute jammy that they present throughout the show, and I never skipped it. And I'm pretty sure many of you have moments where you like really like the opening, and you just let it play because it's just that good. I would really want to put the opening as a background sound, but I don't think I can because the MCA. But please leave in the comments if I can or not. And that's pretty much it, my review and the summary of the show. Hope you really enjoyed it. And if you guys really want to know what other animes I've seen, or if you recommend any, just let me know and I'll put in my anime list inside the comment section or something, if anyone really cares. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Take care, everyone.